Hello, I'm Chris Coursey.
And I'm Jen Coursey, and we are excited to tell you about a marriage resource that's new and now available for you and your spouse. For many of us, we feel as if our marriage might not be what we thought it could be. We feel like we've succeeded if we don't get a divorce, but our marriage is lifeless. Did you know that the spark you felt when you were dating is still possible today?
That's an exciting thought.
It is. It is.
So my friend Dr. Marcus Warner and I wrote this new book called The 4 Habits of Joy-Filled Marriages. And this book is already changing lives. It's already transforming marriages. We wrote this book to give couples the opportunity to practice some brain-based steps to develop joy in the form of 4 interactive habits. And today, Jen and I want to tell you about this new resource on the horizon.
We now have a 6 weeks couples online marriage group for you and your spouse to practice these 4 habits that build joy. With this online video forum, you and your spouse interact with a trained facilitator, as well as 3 to 4 other couples who are learning and growing just like you. And I got to tell you, the results so far are really exciting from the participants.
Well, that is good news. You see, when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, they were given everything they needed. You know, they had God, they had each other, and they had this magnificent garden. And they had one job, that they were supposed to tend and keep the garden. And have you ever thought about what life must have been like for those two in that glorious place?
That's a good question. No, what do you think it was
Well,
like?
I'll tell you, there was a lot of joy. There was a lot of joy to go around. And you see, God has given us a garden to tend with our spouse. And for some of us, we have a lot of life and a lot of fruit in our marriage gardens. But you know what, for others, we feel like there's a lot of weeds and a lot of thorns in the form of pain and problems and challenges instead of joy. And so no matter the condition of your garden today, there's always room for more joy. And this is where the 4 habits come into play. We need to proactively practice joy so those weeds don't grow and rob our marriages of life.
And this online marriage group is really a perfect opportunity for you to practice that joy and build those habits into your marriage. This couples group meets weekly with a video conference call where you watch a video and of the authors and their wives, and the facilitator will lead you through interaction and guide you in activities that you can do with your spouse together and with the group, as well as activities you can do as homework. So what's nice about this is you don't even have to drive anywhere to do this. You can start shrinking the joy gap in your marriage in the comfort of your own home. It's a unique opportunity for you to practice these skills, these relational skills with your spouse.
Sounds like a lot of fun. So you see, this option gives you weekly support, opportunities to connect, and even make some new friends while you practice these brain-based habits that bring a smile.
We gain momentum when we practice something new together with other people, and you can view this as an opportunity to impact and invest in your marriage.
You know, you can look back on this opportunity as the gift that keeps on giving. And we can say, wow, this was the turning point for our marriage when our joy blossomed. And that's our hope for all of you who are with us watching today. We want this to be that turning point for you.
Now, Chris, some couples out there might be wondering, what does it look like? How does it exactly work for an online group to meet together?
Yes, it's pretty straightforward. You would click a link, all right, a video link, and then you meet online with a facilitator and several other couples. And what you'll do is you'll have some discussion on the topics, you'll watch some video. You even have the opportunity to silence your video and your mic so that you can practice some exercises and then reconnect with your group. So it's pretty easy to navigate.
That sounds pretty good. Why do you think couples should take time out of their busy weeks on a weekly basis to participate in this opportunity? What do you think the benefits are?
You know what? Your marriage is worth it. And here's an opportunity to really give a meaningful gift to each other, because this is protected time for you. It's protected time for your marriage. It's an opportunity to build some joy and to practice some very fun, engaging exercises with each other. So it's a very life-giving experience that you can count on with some consistency.
Yeah, that makes sense. This might be the key your marriage needs to unlock its potential. So visit happyhappymarriage.org to find out more about this exciting new resource.